is Yung Minh Thư. I'm from class 8-7 at Hai Bà Trưng Secondary School, District 3. And today, I'm gonna tell you about the Independence Palace, one of the historical sites in Ho Chi Minh City. The Independence Palace is a famous historical site in Ho Chi Minh City with foreign and domestic visitors. The address 135 Nam Kỳ Khởi Nghĩa Street is on the breeding ground, which is covered with 4 streets. Nam Kỳ Khởi Nghĩa Street in the front, Nguyễn Trân Công Chúa Street at the back, Nguyễn Du Street on the right, and Nguyễn Thị Minh Khai Street on the left. The palace was designed by architect Ngô Viết Thụ on an area of 4,500 square meters, being 26 meters high, using an area of 20,000 square meters, including 3 main floors, 2 attics, the floor level, 2 basement floors, which can resist large bomb, and 1 rooftop for helicopters to land. More than 100 rooms of the palace were decorated in different styles, depending on their use, including the staterooms, cabinet meeting rooms, presidential and vice presidential office, banquet rooms, etc. The rooms are decorated with many masterpieces, lacquer paintings and oil paintings, not to mention other parts such as the semicircular lotus pond on either side of the step into the main hall, the balcony, and 2 green parks outside the palace. The front is decorated in the style of curtains at Vietnamese houses and the patterns of ancient temples in Vietnam. In the mid-1960s, it was the largest building with modern devices such as fire alarms, communications in the south. In 1858, French naval forces opened fire on Da Nang, launching an invasion of Vietnam, and had occupied the South 6 provinces. In 1868, French authorities selected a location in the center of Saigon, which is now the present site of the Independence Palace, to build a residence for the Governor General of Indochina. The place was known as Notre Dame Palace. Fast forward to May 7, 1954. The French were defeated at Điện Biên Phủ and had to sign the Geneva Accords and withdrew from Vietnam. Vietnam was temporarily divided in 2 regions, the north under the direction of the Democratic Republic of Vietnam and the south under the State of Vietnam with the representation of Prime Minister Ngô Đình Diệm. On October 26, 1955, Diệm deposed King Bảo Đại and established the Republic of Vietnam and assumed the presidency. The Independence Palace became the residence of Ngô Đình Diệm family and witnessed many political events. And the event that made the Independence Palace an icon of peace is the National Reunification Day. The last target of the historic Ho Chi Minh campaign was the Independence Palace, the headquarters of the Republic of Vietnam government. At 10:45 a.m. on April 30th, 1975, Tank 843, commanded by Lieutenant Bùi Quang Thận, smashed through the auxiliary gate of the palace. Shortly thereafter, Tank 390, under the direction of Lieutenant Vũ Đặng Toàn, flattened the main gate and advanced on the palace. At 11:30 a.m., Lieutenant Bùi Quang Thận went to the top, lowered the flag of the Republic of Vietnam, and raised the standard of the National Liberation Front, ending 30 years of war. At that moment, President Dung Văn Minh's declarations of unconditional surrender and transfer of power to the Provisional Revolutionary Government was broadcasted on the radio. Gone are those days of 1975. Now, in the modernizing and industrializing time, Vietnam has never forgotten historical sites, especially the Independence Palace. It is the top destination for tourists to visit in Ho Chi Minh City, which is always included in foreigners' tours. As a teenager living her whole life in the city, the palace has been reminding everyone about the past years and commemorating those who lost their lives protecting Vietnam. And I think Ho Chi Minh City has done its best to keep its history alive and protect the historical places. And I'm proud being a Saigonese, a child of Saigon.